In this video, we are going to learn about polygons on the coordinate plane. So let's begin. Let's start with a little vocabulary. A polygon is a flat or two-dimensional figure made up of straight lines and is enclosed. Enclosed, we'll talk about what that means, but it is, well, it goes all the way around, I guess is one way to think of it. It takes at least 3 lines to make a polygon. So for example, here's a polygon. Trying to make my lines straight. There you go, that's called a triangle. Also a polygon, another polygon, because the lines are straight. You could even have something like this as a polygon. So those are polygons. So what's not a polygon? A circle is not a polygon because the lines are not straight. What else is not a polygon? Like this. Why is that not a polygon? Well, it's not enclosed. You see that? How it's like, it's just a line that's bent. So I could make it a polygon if I connected it like that. And as you can see, like, there's no way to make a polygon with just 2 lines. You need a third one, at least. What else is not a polygon? You know, I guess like a little Pac-Man-y thing. Oh, this also would not be a polygon because it kind of comes around. This is technically 2 polygons, but you can't have lines that cross each other and consider it 1 polygon. So all sorts of things are not polygons. All right, what is a vertex? It is a point. It is a point where 2 or more line segments meet or converge. Vertices are corners of a shape that can be named with ordered pairs. So for example, here I have a polygon. A vertex is that, that, and that. So a lot of people are like, oh, it's just the corners. Yeah, pretty much. It's where the 2 lines meet to make a corner. The perimeter is the distance or the length around the outside. The distance around the outside. Misspelled distance. The distance around the outside of the shape, so that is the outside, and the area is the amount of space within a boundary of the shape, measured in what kind of units? Square units. SQUARE, square units. So we are going to work with some polygons on a coordinate plane. Let's look at example 1. The vertices of a polygon are A, -1, 3, B, 6, 3, C, 6, -2, and D, -1, 2. Graph the polygon, tell what type of polygon you have drawn, then find its perimeter. So let's do -1 and 3. So I start in the middle. -1 means I go left, and 3 means I go up. So the x value is -1, the y value is +3. And what I need to do, I do need to write the letter A next to it. That indicates that that's point A. Point B is at 6, 3. So I'm going to go right 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And up 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's B. Let's do C now. C is 6 and -2. So go 6. And -2 means I go down 2. Write the letter C. And then D is -1. And it should say, actually, it's a mistake. It should say -2. So it should be right here, -1, -2. And that's D. Graph the polygon, tell what type of polygon you have drawn, then find its perimeter. So connect the lines. I go from A to B. So just in case you're wondering, you should have the lines go in order from your first. So you don't want to say, oh, I go from A to C to B to D. It doesn't work that way. So A is your first one. And then it gives you B afterwards to go from A to B. Then B to C. Then C to D. And then now we enclose it. Go all the way back to your original. Don't like, oh, it goes back to B. No. It goes back to your original point, which is probably obvious to most of you. What kind of polygon do we have? It's a kind of parallelogram. You may know it as a rectangle, but if you said parallelogram, you're also correct. Not a square, though. Not a square, because not all the sides are equal. Okay, what is the perimeter? Well, how can we find it? We just count the distance from A to B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The perimeter is 7, so I'm going to write number 7 up there. And you can probably figure out that 7 is the same distance below. How about this distance? 1, 2, 3. And by the way, when I count, I don't say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is incorrect. You start here and you look at the spaces. So how many jumps do I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a distance of 5. So be careful when you are counting. The most common mistake we see is that people say 1, 2, 3. That is not correct. You start here and you say 1, 2. It's how many steps you make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So the perimeter is just, it's 7 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5, right? It's just add all those up. And once you add them all up, you find that it is 24. 24 what? Well, we don't know. It doesn't say centimeters or inches or miles. So we use the word units, or we can just use the letter U. But 24 units is the perimeter. Not unit squared, because we're just asking about the perimeter. All right, let's look at example 2. The vertices of a regular polygon are 1, 5. That's M. So 1 to the right, 5 up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 5, and that's M. N is 4, 9. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, up 9. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's right there. All right, and that is N. And then NP. No, 9 and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that is P. And then we have 12 and 5. My goodness, that's 9 right here. 10, 11, 12, so 3 more. And then 12 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's Q. Let's do R now. 9 and 1. 9 and 1 is right here. That's R. And then S. 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And that is point S right there. Okay. Graph the polygon. Okay, so again, if you're not sure which way you should go, start with M, then go to N, then P, just like they had you go. So try to draw straight lines. N to P, P to Q, Q to R, R to S, S back to the beginning, which is M. Okay. Graph the polygon, tell what kind of polygon we have, then find its perimeter. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 straight lines. A polygon with 6 sides is called a hexagon. And now we need to find its perimeter. Well, let's count from N. Let's see how many, N to P. I can't count from M to N because it's diagonal, but I can go from N to P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 spaces. I've jumped. And then if I look at S to R, it's also 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how can I find the distance of this side, or this side, or this side, or that side? Well, that's where we are going to look at this term right here, regular polygon. What is a regular polygon? A regular polygon is one where all the sides are the same. Oh, so if all the sides are the same, that means this side is also going to be 5. And that means this side's also 5, and this side's also 5, and this side is also 5. So the perimeter can be found by adding all the sides, or you can also add 5 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you may think like, well, can't I just, you know, do 5 times 6 because I'm adding it 6 times? Yes, you can. And you're going to get the same answer. You're going to get 30 units. Oops. 30 units. Not square units, regular units, because we're not talking about the area. Let's go down to example 3. The vertices of a polygon are J32, 42, 2, -5, and -5, -5. Let's try this one. 3 and 2. 1, 2, 3, up 2. That is J. Then K, 4 and 2. And then L, 2 and -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And M, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what I did? I messed up on this, actually. This should say -3 too. This is 4, 2, 2. Yep. So I messed up on that one. So this answer key has a couple mistakes, unfortunately. J, -3 and 2. So it's right over here, actually. That's J. K is right there. L to -5, I think that's good. And M is -5 and -5. -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, and down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. J, K, L, and M. So if I go from J to K, it looks like that. K to L looks like this. L to M right here. M back to the beginning looks like that. So what kind of shape do we have? We have a parallelogram. Parallelogram. And now we need to find its area. Now we're looking for the area, not the perimeter. And for a parallelogram, the area can be found by doing base times height, right? So area for a parallelogram is just base times the height. So what is the base? Well, the base is just this, right? Or you can use this as the base as well. It doesn't really matter. The height is a straight line that connects the bases. So for the height, I'm going to draw a line from the top to the bottom. Top to the bottom, and it needs to make a 90-degree angle, which it does. You see that? So now I have a base and I have a height. What is the base? Let's take a look. Start here and let's jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a total of 7 spaces. So my base is 7. And my height, start at the bottom and count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My height is also 7. So area equals 7 times 7. And what is 7 times 7? It is 49. And 49, we don't know what units, so we're going to say units. And we are talking about area, so we are finding square units. 49 square units. Let's go down to example 4. Example 4 says the vertices of a polygon are 3, 4, 5, -5, and -3, -5. Graph the polygon. Let's do this. Let's do 3, 4 first. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is x. 5 and -5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's y. And z is at -3, -5. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's z. Let's graph that. It's not a very good straight line. There we go. Okay. So, I need what kind of polygon do I have? 3 sides. It is a triangle. And to find the area of it, because they want me to find area, it's base times height divided by 2, or half of base times height. So what I'm going to do is, or what I need is I need the base and a height. So to find a height, I'm going to connect the base, one of the bases, with the top. And it makes the most sense to do a 90-degree angle right here. And look, see this point right here? Go all the way down. And that's the height. And it makes a 90-degree angle with the base, right? So it makes sense to do that. Notice my line goes straight and goes down and makes that 90-degree angle. So let's count the base. So start at Z, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a distance of 8. Going from the bottom, going up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our height is 9. So area equals 8 times 9 divided by 2. If you punch that into a calculator, you're going to get 36. So area is 36, and it's going to be units squared, or square units. Now, some of you may also think like, oh, well, I could do this. I could simplify 2 goes into itself once, it goes into 8 4 times, and then you do 4 times 9, which gets you 36. That's another way of solving this in your head without a calculator, or you can just do 8 times 9 and divide it by 2 afterward. Whichever you want, it's up to you. Let's try example 5. The vertices of a polygon are -2, 6, 4, 6, 4, 1, and -2, -1. I need to find perimeter this time. So let's do -2, 6. So 2 back, and then 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, starts way at the top. B is at 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 6 is at this very top. C is at 4 and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1. And D is at -2, +1. It looks like go from A to B, B to C, C to D, D back to A. Looks like we have a rectangle, some kind of, which is also a parallelogram. Let's find the perimeter. We just need to add up the sides, so let's add up the sides. To go from A to B, we have start at A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know the top is going to be 6, and the bottom is going to be the 6 as well. Let's go from B to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so the side is 5, which means the other side is 5. So perimeter equals 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5, which is, what is that? 12 plus 10, 22. I believe 22 what units or square units? Well, it's perimeter, it's just the distance around, so it is 22 units. Remember, area is the only one measured in square units. Let's do the last one. Number 6, the vertices of a polygon are E, -2, 3, 2, 3, 5, -1, and -5, -1. So find the area for this one. Let's start by going to -2, 3. So -2, backwards 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3. That's E. F is 2, 3, go forward 2, up 3. G is 5, 1, go forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -1. That's G, and then H is -5, and then 1. So 5 backwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -1. Looks like we have ourselves some kind of figure. Oh, it's a 4-sided figure. What kind of figure? It is a trapezoid. So now we have a trapezoid. The formula for a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2. Multiply that by the height, divide by 2. What is base 1 and base 2? Well, base 1, let's go ahead and make this base 1, base 2, and the height. We need to make a height. So the top to the bottom, right there, that's going to be our height. Okay, so let's count the base. 1, 1. So start right here. Let's go 1, 2. Oh, I forgot to put the little, that is point H. Always a good idea to do that. Anyways, the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Let's look at the base 2, the one at top. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4, and the height is, start at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. The height is also 4. So let's fill out the formula. Base 1 is 10, base 2 is 4, and then we'll times it by the height, which is also 4, and divide that whole thing by 2. Order of operations, 10 plus 4 goes first, so that's 14. You times that by 4, and you divide that by 2, and lots of ways to do that, but once you stick that in your calculator, you end up with 28 units squared, or square units. And that is our answer. So now we know how to find the area and perimeter of polygons on the coordinate plane. Go ahead and try some problems on your own. Good luck.